Hello, and welcome back to the JDMbeetle YouTube channel. Sorry that it's been a little while since I last uploaded, just been busy with life. And now I actually have a little bit of time on my hands as I'm waiting for things to charge. Decided to do a little bit of an update. This is the 74, the JDMbeetle. Obviously this is not where we last had it. Originally it was in the garage, now it's in the shed as I'm working on the 71. I'm going to probably make this more of an update video, because it's like running on a hamster wheel. I haven't made any real progress, but things have been accomplished. Like this, went to my local salvage yard, and I picked up these. These are Scat Pro Car 73 and later seat tracks. I'm not going to use these for this car, but seats were trashed, but I decided to keep the seat racks, so in case anything pops up in the future, I have them, or I can sell them to a club member. These are, I was actually really happy to see these. They're dented, they're rusty, they're a little crusty and distorted, a little hacked, but these are from the weight I assume to be OEM fenders. And these were on a really, it was kind of sad to see it. It was like a 90s hot pink restoration. And but it's the earlier buckets, and I always thought about, so you can see, what's that, Java green? Anyways, as you can see, this car is a 74 with its lights, and so I've always thought about wanting to just put the early fenders on the front. I thought it would be interesting, and originally I didn't want to buy it just for an idea, because they're like, even repops are like 200. But I got a good deal, all things considered, and if I don't like them, I can just pass them along to somebody else. Yeah, they're a little rotted, but whatever. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Rear seat missing from last time. Really nothing has changed since my cold start video. I think since that cold start video I now have 2 subscribers, which is excellent. Oh yeah, there's also these. These I picked up a while ago. This is before I even had a Volkswagen. These are poor repops. And so I've just kind of let them sit back there. I'll do something with them. Anyways, let's go back in the garage, and I'll show you what I've been working on. So this is the 71 Super. I don't believe I've shown it before now, so here it is. Picked up this car out of Buffalo. It drives really well. Other than it does have a few little gremlins that I've been fixing, and that I'll show you. So for starters, we got the shifter. Not that the stock shifter was bad, I just bolted this in today because I want to try out this trigger shifter. It's cheap, why not? And the stock shifter used to have a lot of play in it, or when I would try to use it, and so I did a new shift rod bushing in the tunnel, and I also put urethane mounts in the back. The stock, they're actually VW branded coupler bushings, mounts, whatever you want to call them. They weren't too bad, but they had a little bit of wear in them, and so I just decided I'm just going to replace it. Since then, man, some people are going to hate this dry shifting, but since then it's a lot more of a, you can tell which gear you're in, and so that's what's important. A little bit more of a smaller throw with this, so I'll see if I like it. Not that I'm going to throw away the stock shifter though, it's over here. I got this shift knob on CIP1, one of the only purchases I've been happy with CIP1. So if you need a decent shift knob, head over there. They're not too bad. If we turn our attention to the engine, For starters, yes, I know it's not the best air cleaner, but it's one of these short, generic empty. I think it was like $30 air cleaners. And that is high pressure oil line. It was cheaper than braided line, so that's what I decided to go with. Not too terrible. I still have the OEM oil bath over there. I have intentions of putting it back on someday, but I've been just trying to eliminate gremlins, trying to diagnose the issues, because this car would always want to die at a stoplight, and I think I finally found the issue. After purchasing a new carburetor, a new air cleaner, replacing most of the lines in the fuel system, new fuel pump, I actually got to check the pressure on that, and everything else, playing with the ignition. I'm pretty sure, and I should have paid attention to this sooner, but if you look closely, you could see cracks in the boots. And basically, if you don't know what that does, is I'm trying to mix the air and fuel up there in the carburetor, but then with a crack in the boot, it's just completely throwing off the air-fuel ratio, making it pretty much impossible to tune. And so I bought a urethane intake boot kit. I'm going to try to reuse these stock clamps because they're better than the hose clamps provided, just from what I've heard from other club members. And yeah, so I'm going to see how that works out. I need to play with the ignition, might need to play with the coil. I can neither confirm nor deny that at one point I might have almost roasted the coil. So that might also be an issue. The other thing I can think about right now is this electrical issue. Another thing I've been thinking about replacing. So if you notice, this is an alternator in it. Somebody did one of these alternator upgrade kits. You can tell it's not it's an aftermarket one because it doesn't have the German and then 1432. I think says firing order. But this thing, whoever did this upgrade, never removed the this box. I forget the name for it right now. But this is what voltage regulator. It's what regulates the power from the generator and gives a more consistent power to the rest of the car. So I've been meaning to remove that and replacing it with, I believe they make a plastic connector that just merges the wires to all where they need to go. So I need to do that. There's also a relay back here. Might be the starter. Oh my gosh, is that just sitting there? What the hell? Man, I need to okay. Next step is going through the wiring. But other than that, it runs good. So how about I show you guys some of my recent finds and purchases, and then I'll wrap this video up. Okay. So these are some of my most recent acquisitions, purchases. I recently bit the bullet and I went to the good people at Wolfsburg West and I ordered 2 Denmark heater channels. Really happy about that. Really nice, solid, thick quality pieces of, I believe, German steel, hopefully. I paid distributed Denmark, Germany, yep. German steel. Ignore that Klockerhum plate. It came with the car, I won't be using it. But this is another acquisition, was these door bars. They bolt in place of where the door would go, because where the latch would be, it's upside down. But there, you get the gist. And that helps keep the car body stable when you cut out the heater channels, and so it doesn't just collapse when you're trying to do metal work. There's also this cheaper 20 gauge Brazilian quarter floor pan. I've been, not gonna lie, I'm a little upset with its quality, especially considering who I bought it from. Um, Body metal isn't their specialty, so I should have probably put a little bit more thought into it. I'm not gonna release their name because they're a good company in other parts of VW stuff, but I should have known body metal's not their specialty. But yeah, so that's some of the metal acquisitions. I'm still trying to get into Napoleon's hat. Same company that sold me this, I bought a Napoleon's hat from, and I just ended up canceling that. So I might have to place another order with Wolfsburg. But slowly, I'll get all the pieces and then with some help, maybe with no help, put the car back together. And last but not least, we finally make our way towards my room, where it's looking less and less like a bedroom and more and more like an ad in Hot VWs. These are the things in question I want to show you. These are Weber 34 ICTs. And I got them, I'm not going to say how much, but I got them at a really good price with just the carbs and the manifolds. And luckily these are Type 1 manifolds. I compared them online to Type 3s and they look like Type 1s, so that's sweet. And then I've just been slowly obtaining parts, like accidentally ordering the wrong air filters and then ordering the right ones. Got a vintage speed linkage, slowly getting the jets. I still need another carburetor rebuild kit, and then those I'll probably eventually want to build the 1600. I've been trying to stay away from ordering engine parts that I don't need, but sometimes when a deal pops up, you just now I'm messing everything up, but sometimes when a deal pops up, you just gotta go for it, and don't worry about that. That doesn't exist. And so yeah, I don't think there's really anything else, any other updates. So thanks for watching. I'll probably upload in another 3 months when I find some free time. Goodbye.